Hi, Chef Steve. It's breakfast time in the Americraft kitchen, and we're going to be doing some hash browns today. But I want to talk to you about one thing very quickly. For those of you who are lucky enough to have our 4-quart slow cooker, one of the best tools in the kitchen. In fact, when my kids were at home, we used the 4-quart because it fed all of us. But now that it's just me and my wife, Americraft has the 2-quart. Fits right on there. Perfect. Put a small little roast in there. Just good enough for 2 people, especially around Valentine's Day. That was really handy. But today we're going to actually use that 2-quart to make our hash browns. So what we're going to do is we're going to preheat the pan. Again, remember, preheat. Just preheat that to medium heat. Now, for those of you who have the gas stoves, just go ahead and put your hand about 6 inches over the flame of what you think is medium. If you can hold it there for at least 2 seconds, your heat is good. If you got to pull it away, then your heat's going to be too high. Turn it down. So we're going to use our 2-quart today to fry up some hash browns, and we're going to use our kitchen cutter. Now, I'm going to be using the number 2 cone because I do like to have that julienne cut of hash browns. Now, some of you might like to have potato pancakes. Use the shredder cone. That's a nice one too. Hold your cone, put it right on, turn it clockwise. It's on really, really nicely. We're going to take our potatoes. Now, take those potatoes, and all you've got to do is palm the potato right on top of that cone and just turn the handle. And you got the beautiful hash browns that come out. Now, I do want to leave those skins on. Those skins are got all the nutrients in there, so make sure you do it. By the way, do you know if you planted the white part of a potato and you planted the skin part would grow? Yeah, what does that tell you? Keep those skins handy. They're very good. Now, we'll also do one more potato, and just palm it. Now, hey, for those of you, instead of going to the restaurant and spending all that money on potato skins, look what we have here. Little cheese, little bacon. Yeah, you got it made. We can keep it all for hash browns right now. All right. Now, here's a little secret I'm going to share with you guys. On your hash browns, you want to take those potatoes and you want to go ahead and just drop them into some cold water. Now, why do we do that? We do that to remove the starch. Because if you don't do that and you put them right in your frying pan, you're going to get those gooey hash browns. We don't want gooey hash browns. We want good hash browns. So let's go ahead and just let them sit in the water. And you want to let them sit there for about a minute or two to really let that starch come out. So we're just going to go ahead and move them around a little bit. Ooh, there's a nice potato skin. A little cheese, little bacon. Yeah, that's good. All right, but hash browns today. Now you can see that water. See how white it's turning? That's from that starch that we're going to get rid of. Now I'd let them sit, like I said, for a minute or two, but right now we're going to go ahead and just squeeze out that water. We'll put them on our cutting board, and we're going to give you that good breakfast house style hash brown potatoes. There we go. Now our pan should be hot enough. Now remember, we always got to preheat our pan and make sure that it's hot enough to ready to start. So we do that by just taking a little bit of water and sprinkling it in the pan. Want to make sure that water dances. Yep, see how it nice and beads up and dances around the bottom. We know we got a perfectly hot pan. Let's go ahead and take our hash browns. Now, by the way, like I said, you can do this without butter or oils if you want to. I happen to like butter, so I like the taste of it. So for this particular case, we're going to go ahead and add some butter to the bottom of this pan and fry up our hash browns. Not a whole lot, but just enough to make it really tasty. And stick our hash browns right on top, just like that. Listen to that nice sizzle. Woo! Some serious hash browns there. And then we're going to go ahead and put the lid on. Give them a chance to fry up just a little bit. Okay, I think our hash browns are ready to turn. By the way, if you want to make hash browns at home and add some onions to it, or maybe some corned beef hash, there's all kinds of great ways to go with it. And let's go ahead and flip our potatoes over. See how nice it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan? Now, I got a lot of potatoes in here, so we're going to try to do this. Oh! Of course, I'm a messy cook. Anybody out there messy cooks? Start a club, shall we? Let's go ahead and just turn this over. Oh. This is going to be the Chef Steve hash browns. Let them brown up a little bit more here. There we go. I think we're ready to plate up our hash browns. Oh, they're looking good. Now, again, like I said, you remember you can, let's take a look at this. That's what you call hash browns, folks. Good hash browns. You can add some onions, like I said, if you'd like to. You can do some corned beef hash. Any way you like them. You want them browner than that, you can do that as well. But this is perfect for the way I like to have my breakfast, right there. Hash browns done the Americraft way. Chef Steve, looking forward to being in your kitchen with you again real soon.